everyone, and welcome to Short Press Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon Doubles Battle Spot Ladder, and we are back once again with the Meganium Sun team. In the last episode, and by the way, if you did not see the last episode, we are now doing Tuesdays and Thursdays for doubles time, so be sure to go check that out. Link for the playlist will be in the description below. But last time I did mention that I might bring Lurantis to this episode, who also has Leaf Guard, but then I remembered how freaking slow Lurantis is, so if we bring Lurantis, it's going to be in the next team. So a little hint to what kind of team is going to be coming out next. It will be another Sun team, but it's going to be slow, so. We're back once again with Ninetales, Rotom Wash, Meganium, the Clefairy, Mega Metagross, and Terrakion. I don't know that we brought Clefairy last episode, so I wouldn't mind bringing that this episode if we can. And then Ninetales also now has Focus Sash, so that like if we're up against like a Landorus or a Salamence, hopefully we can get off Hidden Power Ice and see how much damage that we can do to it, because I didn't calculate. I should have, but I didn't. And then, yeah, hopefully it doesn't get double targeted or something. But we're going to get started off here. 1550 to start off today. 12 wins, 10 losses. Hopefully Meganium can get some more KOs. It was pretty hype at the end of last episode. Again, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. We have a 1337 rated player to start off, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. It's an interesting team, that's for sure. A lot of fire weaknesses, but he does have the rain to prevent that, but then we have the sun. So Pelipper, I do believe, underspeeds Ninetales, though, so it will be able to get its weather up over ours. So, what we will do about that, that could be Mega Pinsir too, which would be really scary. So 3 water types, 3 grass types. So I definitely want to bring Meganium. I mean, I don't know if I want to bring Meganium actually, because it really only hits the Primarina. I can bring Rotom I can't really bring Rotom Wash either. Interesting. This team is actually pretty scary. Actually, I can bring Terrakion to lead off. And then let's have Rotom Wash to scare the Primarina if that's what it wants to be here. We'll have Ninetales sitting there as well. And then I think Metagross will be good. Because we do have the chance that the Superior won't have anything to hit Metagross, which is nice. Because either it's in Power Rock or in Power Fire. So if it's in Power Rock, it won't be able to hit the Metagross. Everything will be resisted, I should say. It can still hit us, but it just won't do a lot. So Araquanid, Pelipper are going to lead off here. So I get to bring in the Terrakion and the Rotom. So Rotom really likes this matchup here. So I like to see that. I do like to see that. Now, what do I want to worry about? Probably... Let's see. Whoops, that's his team. I want to see my team. I want to see my team, dang it. I think I'd rather get rid of Pelipper. Just because... Yeah. I'm going to switch in the Ninetales, and then we're going to Thunderbolt that... Yeah, let's hit the Pelipper. Just because I wanted to try and avoid them once again setting up their rain. If it's a typical Pelipper, it'll be Focus Sashed, which my Ninetales is also Focus Sashed. I just don't know what the Pelipper's going to do. We don't see Wide Guard from Araquanid, which I was kind of expecting. I could have stayed in, just Rock Slide up. The Pelipper's gone. No Focus Sash. And then the interesting play. Goes for Water Sport, which is going to weaken the Fire-type moves, but the Sun is also up, so it's also boosting it. Now, as far as how much Water Sport weakens Fire-type moves, I am not sure. But in comes the Superior, which I assume is going to want to Leaf Storm my poor little Rotom, so I'm going to protect this turn. And the following turn, I can switch in Metagross. We should be fine. I was going to go for the Heat Wave here. If the Araquanid doesn't have Wide Guard, we're good to go. Rotom will protect, so we're not getting hit by a Leaf Storm. Leaf Storm, going to go into the Rotom. Heat Wave will connect with both Pokemon, which is really nice. Unfortunately, we cannot burn the Araquanid. Oh, jeez, that does nothing. Yeah, that Water Sport really helping out that team. Not a bad tech, honestly. considering how weak his team is to my fire type moves. Alright, I see you. I'm going to switch it up to Hidden Power Ice, and then we're going to switch Rotom for Metagross. Because Metagross will be able to eat up a Leaf Storm. In comes Meta. As far as... Okay, Superior's going to go for Giga Drain into the Metagross, so it's not getting its boost, which is really strange. I guess it just wanted to heal itself. But, yeah, I think I would have rather gone for Leaf Storm. Hidden Power Ice should be doing a little bit more. There we go. There's a little bit more damage off. The Araquanid is going to go for Infestation, though. It's just trying to bulk out my Ninetales here. So we'll be taking Toxic Damage and Infestation. I mean, it's a nice idea. And it'll work out against really bulky Pokemon. So there's that for him, but... as far as it doing much else, I don't know that for sure. I'm trying to think if it's worth setting up a substitute here. I could get rid of the Superior now. I'm actually going to Zen Headbutt the Araquanid because it's starting to get annoying. It is starting to get a little bit annoying. So this is just in case the Superior protects or it switches. I mean, Water Sport is going to run out eventually, so I'll go for another Heat Wave. But as far as how many turns Water Sport lasts, I'm not 100% sure. Because again, it's just one of those moves you don't see very often. But as you can see, it's working out pretty well for my opponent here, because Superior would be dead by now if he didn't have it. He's going to stay in with the Superior. I don't know that Hidden Power Ice knocks it out here. Metagross will come out here, though. But if he has Hidden Power Fire, it's weakened. So I don't think he has it. Oh, Glare, but it fails. Zen Headbutt. Did he go for Glare onto my Ninetales? Yeah, that should not have failed. He must have accidentally either attacked Ninetales with it or something else. I don't know. But Hidden Power Ice actually does knock out the Superior, so no Glare for you, my dude. And then the Infestation will go off onto Metagross. We'll take the initial hit pretty well, but then the secondary hits are what's going to be annoying. So I don't know how Infestation works on Substitute. But it is starting to get a little bit annoying here. Water Sport is still active, it looks like. And who's going to come out? Ferrothorn. Well, let's see. Water Sport has one more turn. So what I'm going to do is Heat Wave. And then we're going to once again Zen Headbutt that Araquanid. Heat Wave should still do a ton to Ferrothorn, just because it's 4 times weak to it. And then the Zen Headbutt, as long as it connects, will knock out the Araquanid, so Infestation should stop. Which would be nice. Zen Headbutt connects. Metagross has got his goggles on today, Bop. See ya, Araquanid. And then Heat Wave will come out. Still does almost 50% to the Ferrothorn. We're going to see Leech Seed onto the Ninetales. This team is just here to go in for the long game. The Sun will fade here. Water Sport will also fade here, though. Right. I don't know if we feint to Toxic here. I was going to say that would be annoying, but we have Terrakion in the back, so we'll be fine. We will be fine. 1 HP on the Ninetales. The Water Sport does fade here. So, I mean... I really have no reason not to Heat Wave, so I Heat Wave and I sub. I can sub up with the Metagross because this Ferrothorn can't touch me, and it also stops him from setting up a Leech Seed on us. Heat Wave will connect, that should knock him out. Yep. So that Water Sport actually put in quite a bit of work. It must stop more than the Sun, because that Heat Wave did so much more that time. Huh, very interesting tech. I'm glad we did that battle, because I was a little skeptic because it was a lower rated player, but some pretty cool strategies, which were actually giving us a little bit of a problem there. So yeah, I think they misclicked with the Ninetales, or not the Ninetales. Well, I guess the Ninetales, but the Glare. Because I said it failed. So that means it was on Ninetales, right? And I couldn't switch out because of infestation. So I don't know if they misclicked. Because they would have said it missed if it was on Metagross and it didn't do anything to him. So, we have a 1500 rated player from Toyoma, Japan. With Kartana, Tapu Fini, Porygon Z, Arcanine, Alolan Muck, and Gastrodon. So VGC 17 team that has wandered onto the doubles ladder. So it's probably actually a pretty good team. And they just clicked on the wrong battle spot, or they just wanted to take it to doubles battle spot. Either way. Ninetales is really good against the Kartana. We also have Energy Ball for the Tapu Fini and the Gastrodon. We can also bring Terrakion to go up against the Porygon Z and the Arcanine. So I think we lead Ninetales Terrakion. Meganium could put in work here. So I'm thinking about bringing Meganium. Rotom does okay here. Metagross does okay. I'm gonna bring Meganium this match. And I think Rotom Wash is gonna be doing more than the Metagross. I could bring Clefairy, but there's just so many things that I want to hit Clefairy really hard. Like the Muck and the Kartana. And I just don't want to feed the Kartana. Give it free beast boost, you know. I don't know what song this is, but I like it. I like the beginning. The bump, 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 bump. The offbeats there. I like it. We're going to see Arcanine and Muck lead off for my opponent, so that is going to give them an Intimidate. But we have Ninetales Terrakion. So this Arcanine really does not want to stay in. We'll see if my opponent's Arcanine is Intimidate, though. It is, yes, okay. It is, yes. So we do have to save Rotom Wash for this Arcanine. But what I can do here is Heat Wave with the Ninetales. I'll do a bunch of damage, and then I can go for the Z all-out pummeling onto the Muck. And that will hit it first. We are intimidated, so I don't think we'll knock out, but we'll put a bunch of damage on the Muck, probably activate its berry. And then the Ninetales will go for Hidden Power, or not Hidden Power, we'll go for Heat Wave, which will do a lot to the Muck as well. I assume Arcanine switches here. I don't think he wants to stay in, just because there's a Terrakion, which can hit it with Rock Slides, and then it can't do much to the Ninetales. Again, I don't know. I do not know if that's what's going to be the case. I could almost see Muck switching out as well, but yeah, I do not know. Okay, both Pokemon are going to stay in, so the Arcanine is going to be fairly safe this turn. I just don't know what the Arcanine wants to go for, because Flare Blitz is resisted by both Pokemon if it's a physical Arcanine. Could go for Snarls, but they'll just boost my Terrakion too. There's a bunch of fists and feet right into the Muck. Yeah, it's going to bring it down to just about 75%. Figgy Berry's going to bring it back up. Heat Wave connects with both Pokemon. It's not going to do a lot to the Arcanine. It should do a nice bit of damage to the Muck, though. Can we get a burn on Muck? Nope. Wild Charge from the Arcanine into the Terrakion. Ouchie. Going to see some recoil damage. And then knockoff from the Muck onto the Ninetales. We do a Focus Sash, so we'll survive the turn. I just don't want to get extreme speeded by this Arcanine. Because Ninetales is still pretty useful. So either I could switch out, which I think is our best option. I could switch into Rotom. Or I could just protect here. I'm just going to protect. I think this is a safer play, and then I can Rock Slide on both of these Pokemon. Arcanine's actually going to withdraw for Gastrodon. I'm not sure what the Muck wants to do. Shadow Sneak? Protect from Muck, actually. Interesting. Interesting. So we'll see Rock Slide come out from the Terrakion. Should do a nice bit of damage to the Gastrodon. I mean, not very much, but... I'll now Energy Ball the Gastrodon, and then Close Combat the Muck. Close Combat should pick a Muck? Question mark? But I'm not sure. The only thing will be if the Gastrodon protects, which it might, expecting Solar Beam from Ninetales. I do run Energy Ball just because Weather Wars are a thing, and I don't want to get stuck in a Solar Beam like you have to do with Charizard all the time. It's kind of annoying. It's not all the time, but it's annoying when it does happen. Muck is going to go for Shadow Sneak. Is that going to be able to knock out Ninetales? Live it! Yeah. 8 HP. Close Combat into the Muck. Ooh, and it just lives it too. Defense will fall, Special Defense will fall. Energy Ball into the Gastrodon. As long as we knock this thing out, I really don't care that we didn't knock out Muck. There we go, perfect. Gastrodon is down. So now we just have the Arcanine to worry about. And a possible Tapu Fini, but Rotom's now really safe too, so Arcanine's going to come back out. I don't know why I said it like that. I do not know why I said it like that. I assume the excuse me. I assume the Muck goes for Shadow Sneak here, and I just kind of have to let him. So I'm going to go for Heat Wave. It's not going to go off though, and then I'm going to switch my Terrakion for the Rotom because we are -2 attack, -1 defense, -1 special defense. So we're not in a good spot with Terrakion right now. So I do have to switch him out. Terrakion is going in on this Muck. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to KO it because Muck is very bulky, and we're at -1. If we weren't at -1, there was a pretty good chance we knocked out with the all-out pummeling, and if not, the following Close Combat would have knocked him out. Arcanine actually goes for Protect here, so that's fine. Shadow Sneak from the Muck. Yep. Into the Ninetales. Yep. That is fine, that is fine. Ooh, actually that might not be fine. I just remembered he's got Kartana. And Kartana is probably back there. But Kartana would have outsped the Ninetales anyway. So we just kind of have to go in. We just kind of have to go in on this team. So I'm going to Rock Slide. And I will... I'm going to Hydro Pump the Arcanine. I will Hydro Pump the Arcanine. Because Rock Slide just has to connect with both these Pokemon. I should have Thunderbolted. Especially in the sun. I should have Thunderbolted. What was I thinking? The Arcanine might switch, though, just to get the drop on the I really just have to hope the Arcanine switches to get the drop on the Terrakion, or that the Rock Slide does enough to Arcanine. I don't know that it does, because I think this is Rock Slide damage already on it. Ugh. Actually, it might not be Rock Slide damage. I don't think Arcanine's taken a Rock Slide. No, it hasn't. It took a Heat Wave? That looks like too much damage from a Heat Wave. Arcanine... I mean, we get rid of the Muck, which I think could do the most damage to us. I don't know what this Arcanine can do. It has Wild Charge. It goes for it onto Terrakion. Unfortunate. Rotom's Hydro Pump does connect. Is it going to be able to do enough in the sun? Oh, just close. Or just close. Just short. And then the sun goes away. It would. It frickin' would. Okay. Porygon Z is actually going to come out here. Whee! Boop, 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 boop. So, Extreme Speed shouldn't be able to get us, so I'm just going to Close Combat the Porygon Z. And then we Thunderbolt the Arcanine, so it can't Flare Blitz my dumb Meganium that's sitting in the back. I call Meganium dumb, but I really love it. I really do. Porygon Z might have Ice Beam. I think it also depends if the Porygon Z is Choice Scarfed or not. It might be Conversion. And I don't know on speed tiers between Terrakion and Porygon Z, but I think Porygon Z outspeeds. Oh, I should have protected Terrakion here. Because if you protect Porygon Z, then you can KO with Arcanine. But I was assuming Extreme Speed from Arcanine, which won't KO me. So I don't know. I do not know what is going to happen here. But if he does protect Porygon Z, it will be 2v1. So, there is that. I don't know, a lot of Porygon Zs don't carry Protect. They're either Scarfed or they have Conversion and then they have too many moves. Arcanine's going to Protect though, so that means Porygon Z did not. And it outspeeds me. Who frickin' Ray? Terrakion's going to faint here, the Ice Beam though. Damn it. That was a good Protect on the Arcanine. Because now Meganium comes in and it's really scared. It's scared for its life. Let me tell you about it. Meganium. We should live an Ice Beam from this Porygon Z. I'm going to Earthquake here. And Protect. I want Earthquake Protect, because I highly expect the Arcanine... Either the Arcanine Flare Blitzes my Meganium or Wild Charges the Rotom. This might have been a dumb play, but I had to go for it. Ice Beam from the Porygon Z is going to hit the... I almost called it a Canadian. The Meganium. Ooh. This is Infernal Overdrive. Which I assume hits Meganium. Because there's no way they would just waste a Z-move on Rotom. I mean, they might have. Nope, it's on Meganium. Damn it. Well. Meganium. Poor Meganium just comes in and gets bodied. I could have protected Meganium there and attacked. But I thought you wouldn't have thought the Meganium was a threat. It's a Meganium, for fuck's sake. Alright, we Hydro Pump the Porygon Z because that's our only chance. We have to get a bunch of damage off from Porygon Z. If it's Scarfed, which I kind of assume it is at this point, because I think Terrakion does outspeed Porygon Z. That's all we need to know. So I Hydro Pump here. The Arcanine knocks itself out if it hits me with Wild Charge and or Flare Blitz. I assume Wild Charge though, because that'll do more damage. And we do have Citrus Berry. Arcanine actually protects here, so that works out for me. The Porygon Z might be... Yeah, it's definitely Scarfed if it's still going for... Ice Beams, because we'll live those. As long as we don't get freaking frozen. Hydro Pump does about half, so we have to hit another Hydro Pump. And my opponent is getting really low on their time, so they're just clicking straight through. So that might have been another Protect from the Arcanine. Nope. So Ice Beam, once again, as long as it doesn't freeze. Cool. Wild Charge, that's going to hurt, but we will live it. And it brings us a Citrus. Arcanine will knock its... it just misses knocking itself out. But we just saw how much damage it did. There's no way it can do enough damage to harm us. Okay. Let's switch that to Sun and Moon. We hit the Hydro Pump, so Porygon Z goes down here. So, because that Porygon Z was Scarfed, we're going to end up winning this one. Meganium Sacrifice was not in vain. What the... I can't switch. He's going to Protect. Just to be a dick. Nope, he's going to forfeit. Okay. Yeah, Porygon... my webpage is getting freaked out, but it looks like Porygon has under 100 speed, and Terrakion has more than that. I think it has 110. So, it had to be Scarfed to outspeed us. So that worked out fine. I'm really... I guess... Well... I was going to say, I'm surprised that they didn't go for Tri-Attack, but I assume they didn't go for Tri-Attack because I'm a Rock type, but I had like 40 hit points left, so, and with Adaptability Boost, Tri-Attack definitely would have taken out Terrakion, so I don't know why they went for Ice Beam. 1571 now against a 1580 rated player. Wait, oops, that was our second battle already. We'll do one more. Especially because there's a Mega Medicham on my opponent's team. But Gigalith, Excadrill, Mega Medicham, or normal Medicham, who knows, Gastrodon, Salamence, or Mega Salamence, and then Rotom Heat. So our Rotom beats their Rotom, which is nice. Their weather beats our weather, which is not nice, but we do have Meganium. And Meganium does really well against 3 of my opponent's Pokemon. So there's that. So we're definitely bringing Ninetales, Meganium, and Rotom Wash. As far as the last Pokemon, I think we can bring Terrakion. I want to say Terrakion, but I think Metagross beats more of my opponent's Pokemon. Yeah, Metagross definitely does better. So we're going to go Ninetales, Rotom, Meganium, and Metagross. No, wait. We'll lead with Oh, wait. We won't lead with Ninetales. We'll lead with Rotom Wash Metagross. Ninetales, Meganium in the back. That way we have 2 Pokemon to hit that Gastrodon, because I really hate Gastrodon. It's just so bulky and it only has 1 weakness. I mean, it's 4 times weak to that 1 weakness, but it's one of those attacks that not a lot of teams have. Not a lot of teams have Grass type just because they're really only good against Gastrodon, to be honest. So Gastrodon's one of those things that like it makes a surge in the meta, and then a lot of people start bringing Grass types, and then it dies down and waits for the Grass types to go away again, and then comes back. It's kind of like herpes. Oh, I don't know why I made that collation, but it was a good one. Rotom Gastrodon is actually going to lead off here, so his Rotom's going to be really safe against ours because the Gastrodon's here. So I fully expect an Overheat to be hitting my own Metagross. My own Metagross? The Gastrodon really can't hit my Rotom, which is nice. I'm going to Thunderbolt his Rotom. And I'm just going to protect the Metagross. I don't have to do the Mega Evolution and get the speed, which is nice, because we can keep Clear Body in case his Salamence wants to come out here and intimidate me. His Rotom goes for Thunderbolt into my Rotom, though. Ooh, nice play. I get my Citrus Berry. It does a lot of damage. I wonder if that's Specs. If it's Specs, we're looking real good. But my Thunderbolt will hit his. It's not going to do as much because he resists it. I was trying to think what damage that is. He's gonna try and Earth Power my Metagross, though. That was a good play, just in case my Ninetales came in. I'm going to Thunderbolt his Rotom again. This turn I'm going to Mega Evolve and Zen Headbutt his dumb Rotom too. We're going to get rid of this damn thing. We're getting rid of this damn thing one way or another. I don't have to worry about the Gastrodon as much. Earth Power shouldn't knock out my Metagross. Plus... Okay, good, we hit it. Just misses knocking him out. But he's going to go for Thunderbolt into my Metagross this time. He has definitely Choice Specs. That does way too much damn damage. So he's going to Earth Power me this turn and knock me out. So Rotom will faint here. So we got rid of the Rotom Heat, which is my biggest problem. And then, yep, Earth Power into the Metagross. That's going to knock me out. So unfortunately, we lose our Metagross really early, but it took out the Rotom Heat. So that's good, because that was a problem for our team. Now I can bring in my Ninetales, and I can Energy Ball Leshite out of this Gastrodon. And then it depends on what he brings in here. So in comes Ninetales. Out comes Gigalith. Ugh, shit. He's gonna set up his own weather. He's gonna be able to set up his own weather. I'm gonna see the Sand Stream. I'm going to Will-o'-the-Wisp Gigalith, and I'm going to switch out Meganium. Will-o'-the-Wisp! I can bring out Meganium, and then outside of an Ice Beam from the Gastrodon, Meganium will be fine on the field, especially with a Burn Gigalith. So yeah, Terrakion would have been a better call than Metagross here. It would have done good against the Rotom Heat. And it would have done good against this Gigalith, and I'm assuming Excadrill's in the back. So there's that. Will-o'-Wisp will connect with the Rotom, the Gigalith. It will connect with the Gigi. We're gonna see Earth Power from the Gastrodon onto my Meganium. We should eat that up. Nom 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 nom. That's for me. Thank you. Gravity comes out from Gigalith, so it's trying to make sure my Rotom can get hit by Earth Powers. And that's 100% fine, because now we have Meganium standing here, and that Gastrodon should feel ashamed. We're going to see some leftovers on my Meganium. I assume this Gastrodon's Protect, Recover, Scald, Earth Power. I forgot Gigalith got gravity, to be honest with you. So, what we do here... We Thunderbolt Gigalith and Swords Dance with Meganium. We're setting up that dance. I don't care. Gastrodon protects. Called it! The Gigalith's going to try and do something dumb here on the Meganium, but it's not going to be able to put off enough damage. So we get the boosty. Thunderbolt from the Rotom. We do see the Meganium outspeeds the Rotom, so nice speed tearing by myself. It's Explosion! It is burn, though. We should live that. Ah, my frame rates are dropping left and right. Okay, yeah, we're above 50% with Meganium. Critical hit on the Rotom. Meganium will get buffeted by Sandstorm. Ouchie. Rotom also gets buffeted by that Sandstorm. Ouchie again. Meganium's going to get leftovers, though. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, we switch out the Rotom for the Ninetales, get rid of the sand because the Excadrill's coming in here. Yep. And then the following turn, we Heat Wave and do the other thing. Oh, actually, no, never mind. We should be fine. What I was going to say is he's going to Earth Power the Rotom here. Going to Earth Power the Rotom here because we're under gravity still. But Ninetales is Focus Sash. So as long as he doesn't Earthquake with the Excadrill, which I assume he doesn't, I assume he Iron Heads. I assume goes for Iron Head. So we're going to set up the Drought. So that Excadrill is no longer as fast as my Ninetales. Meganium protects. Which also gives it a little, yep, Iron Head. Into the Meganium. Perfect. Earth Power from the Gastrodon into the Ninetales. Yep. Called it. Frickin' called it, my dude. There's a Focus Sash. A little bit of leftovers from my Meganium. And we know we'll live an Iron Head from the Excadrill. It's just if we get flinched or not now. So I'm going to Heat Wave. And as long as we hit the Excadrill with Heat Wave, we should be fine. It should knock it out. And then I go for Seed Bomb into Gastrodon. That Focus Sash coming in clutch on the Ninetales. I think it's been a couple times now. It's been a couple times now, I think. And Meganium. Meganium, my girl. Getting another KO, hopefully. As long as everything goes right here. There are times I wish I had Flamethrower on this Ninetales, but there's just not this space for it. And I just think Heat Wave is so much better, even with the misses. A lot of misses really matter, but there's a lot of times where you get double KOs too, and it really helps out. So that's why I run Heat Wave typically over Flamethrower. If I have the space, like with Torkoal, I typically run Flamethrower. Just because it's nice to have that single target move for Wide Guard users. And then after Eruption lowers. Okay, we hit the Excadrill. So it should knock it out. As long as it's not Sash. It's not Sash. See in hell. See in hell, Excadrill. Hell, I tell you. And we get the Seed Bomb off into the Gastrodon. Pop, pop, pop. That shouldn't KO. We're +2. There wasn't really a reason to set up +2 Meganium there, but it's just fun. It's just fun. And just in case we had to go for Earthquake on the Excadrill, I wanted to make sure that it KOs. This team. We got 3 wins with this team today. I mean, we had a lot of lower rated players today too, but there's a lot of really good games still, so I'm proud of this team. I definitely want to use it in my free time. Oh shoot, speaking of free time, stupid Kanto Violola. Tournament starts tomorrow night. I still gotta get my team ready for that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe if you did enjoy that team. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next week for a new Sun team. Stay sharp, everyone.